Heto na po mga kababayan, nagkagulo na. Sherwin Gatchalian na duwag maging presiding officer, atat na atat maging Senate President, di naman pala kaya. Bakit ka umatras sa pagiging presiding officer, di ba? O yan po ang ating alamin mga kababayan sa video ito, pero bago po natin simulan yan, palike naman po ng video ito, malaking tulong po yan, maraming salamat po. At eto nga mga kababayan, bago po natin i-play yung video, eto pasadahan po muna natin itong si Jervel Luestro. Ayan mga kababayan, nakakahiya. Eto po ang balita patungkol po kay Jervel Luestro mga kababayan. Sabi po dito, laway namuo sa gilid ng bibig ni Luestro. Napansin po ng mga netizen mga kababayan ang laway. Pasintabi na po sa mga kumakain mga kababayan. Laway ni Jervel Luestro namuo sa gilid ng bibig. Bakit kaya mga kababayan? Dahil ba sa sobrang minsan kasi ganyan tayo pag diba yung daldal ka ng daldal, diba? O baka nasobrahan ito sa daldal mga kababayan. Diba? Si Jervel Luestro. Ito po ang naging komento ng ating mga kababayan patungkol dyan. Nakakahiya naman. Sabi po dito, first day pa lang, may bumubula na ang bibig. Hindi yan bula. Laway nga yan na mo. Baka yan yung tira kagabi. That is a good sign of high sugar level in the body as a result of receiving maleta cake and maleta juice. Ayan mga kababayan. Sabi naman po dito ni Maka, noong pre-trial may niregla, ngayon naman bumula ang bibig. Ayan na, hindi na talaga nila kaya mga ka-review natin. Ang laway dahil po yan kay speaker. Ayan na. Anyway, ano pong masasabi niyan? Na-share lang natin mga kababayan. Yan po ang ganap dito ngayon sa Senado. Ito po, si Jervel Luestro. Tingnan nga natin kung talagang may namula yung bibig. Parang totoo.
Public office
Yun.
is a public trust. Ang kapangyarihan ay hindi pag-aari ng sino mang opisyal.
Totoo yan. Diba? Totoo naman yan.
Hiram lamang ito sa taong bayan. At ito ang dahilan kung bakit naririto tayo ngayon. The Constitution declares, public office is a public trust. Ang kapangyarihan ay hindi pag-aari ng sino mang opisyal.
Correct mga kababayan. Public office is a public trust. Ngayon, ang tanong ko sa'yo, sana masagot mo po ito, di ba? Public office is a public trust. Ngayon mga kababayan, tingnan po natin at suriin, analisahin, no? Yung mga survey patungkol po sa trust rating, ano pa ba yung iba? Yung approval rating, satisfaction ratings, no? Sino pong leader ang nakakakuha ng pinakamababa na rating sa buong kasaysayan ng Republika ng Pilipinas? -13 mga kababayan, President Bongbong Marcos Jr. Sabi mo kanina, public office is a public trust. Ngayon, sino pong pinagkakatiwalaan ng taong bayan? Is it Vice President Sara Duterte? Is it President Bongbong Marcos Jr.? Klarong-klaro po, Tama po yung, hindi kita kokontrahin, tama po yung sinasabi mo. Diba? Na public office is a public trust. That's why accountability, yung sinisigaw yung accountability ay dapat i-apply din doon sa presidente na napakababa na nga ng trust rating, wala pang mga project, at hinahayaan pa ang nakawan sa gobyernong ito. Diba? Ganun lang kasimple yon. Kung for example lang, no, pwede lang maano dyan si Luestro. Sabihin mo, Mr. Chair, hindi Mr. Chair, ewan ko anong sasabihin nila. Di ba? Pwede bang itanong yun sa kanya? Kung public office is a public trust, bakit ang presidente ay hindi ninyo ini-impeach? Di ba? Na samantala, sabi mo, impeachable yan. Di ba? -13 na nga hindi pa niyo ini-impeach. Kaya wag kang magsalita ng ganyan, Jervel Luestro, nabubuko kayo Diba? Anyway, Ano pong masasabi niyo dyan mga kababayan? Just comment down below. At eto, no? Si Senator Chis Escudero naman, eto po. Aba, ang akala po nating lahat, ang magiging presiding officer, kasi ayon po sa konstitusyon, ayon po sa rules of impeachment, mga kababayan, no? Ang dapat na maging presiding officer ay ang yung Senate President. Pero ang nangyari dito mga kababayan, ito po ang nangyari. 16 boto kailangan para ma-convict. Ay hindi pala, ito yung boto mga kababayan. Ito pala muna, unahin natin itong si ano. Itong naihalal, no? Yan, na-surprise ko na tuloy kayo. Ito, naihalal si Senator Chis Escudero bilang bagong presiding officer sa impeachment court mga kababayan. So anong pinaggagawa dito ni Sherwin Gatchalian? Hindi mo pala kaya, di ba? Bakit atat na atat ka maging Senate President, hindi mo pala kaya maging presiding officer diyan? Di ba? Bakit kung si Soto ba ang Senate President, kaya ni Soto maging maging presiding officer? Di ba? Yun yung question natin dito mga kababayan. Bakit? Bakit hindi yung Senate President yung magbe-preside? At si Senator Chis Escudero. Di ba? Pero ito po ang si Senator Escudero naman mga kababayan. Ito good news. Hindi lang natin alam kung paninindigan talaga to, pero ito pong sabi. 16 na boto kailangan para makonvict si BP Sara ayon kay Chis Escudero. Ayan mga kababayan, klarong-klaro po yan, 16 na boto. Ngayon siguro mahihirapan talaga silang ma-impeach si BP Sara. No? Kasi 16 po ang kakailanganin nila. Maliban na lang po kung magbendalo na naman sila. Okay? Maliban na naman po kung magbendalo itong mga hinayupak na ito. Kasi kilalang kilala naman po natin ito, itong mga senatongs at mga crocodiles, na mahilig po sila magbendalo mga kababayan. So abangan po natin yan, okay? Ano pong masasabi niyo dyan mga kababayan? Just comment down below. At ito, pasadahan na po natin itong video, patungkol dyan sa Senado mga kababayan, panoorin po natin. Ito na po, pasok.
Yes, we recognize the gentleman from Taguig.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, Mr. Senate President and Presiding Officer,
Siya pa yung presiding
as the
officer.
preamble of the Constitution said, imploring the aid of the Almighty God, and as you said yourself, that every stage of this impeachment, we have to make sure na patas, we have to make sure na may due process, we have to make sure that it is fair. It is very clear in the Constitution of the Philippines that the presiding officer is the Senate President.
So eto mga kababayan, kapapasok lang na balita mga kababayan, si Senator Cayetano, no? Senador Cayetano nakiusap na payagan sina Senator Marcoleta at Estrada na makalahok sa impeachment. Ayan na. Hiniling ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano sa Senate Impeachment Court na hilingin sa Sandigang Bayan na payagan sina Senator Dante Marcoleta at Senator Jinggoy Estrada na makalahok sa impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte. No? Ano kaya ang dito? Basahin nga natin, baka may sagot yung walang sagot. Yun, hinihiling pa lang mga kababayan, pero hindi pa po sumasagot yung impeachment court mga kababayan. So, ayan. This is a good sign, pero ang problema dito parang hindi talaga no? Kasi dati pa man sinabi na nila no? Kaya nga nila ipinakulong yung dalawa para hindi maka-attend ng impeachment trial, no? Bilang mga senator judges, mga karabin natin. So malabo siguro ito. Pero at least maganda at na-i-open ni Senator Alan Cayetano.
Section 3, paragraph 6 of Article 11 of the
Hindi kaya ni
1987
ni Boy.
Constitution, the Senate shall have the sole power to try and decide all cases of impeachment. When sitting for that purpose, the senator shall be on oath or affirmation. When the President of the Philippines is on trial, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court shall preside, but shall not vote. No person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of all the members of the Senate. I will go to that other 2/3 inquiry later on because this is another threshold issue, Mr. President. But to further the point of order with the indulgence of Senator Lacson so that we can discuss this intelligently. On the final question of whether impeachment, on the issue of who shall preside, under the Constitution, it may seem that it does not say who should preside. But if you look at the records of the Constitutional Commission, number 40, 26 July 1986, the framers deliberately chose the phrase, sorry, Mr. President. I am referring to Section 6, Article 11, and then Constitutional Commission number 41, 27 July 1986. The presiding officer, Mr. Treñas, Commissioner Davide is recognized. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. I have some proposed amendments on Section 3, subparagraph 5. The presiding officer, Mr. Treñas, the gentleman may proceed. Mr. Davide, who later became Chief Justice, this is without prejudice to whatever amendments may be accepted by the committee when the Aquino amendments will be taken up. It would consist in adding a new sentence on line 20 before the phrase "no person shall be convicted," inserted the following: all other cases, the President of the Senate shall preside. The presiding officer, what does the committee say? Mr. Monsod, is it not understood that when the President of the Philippines is on trial, it is only time when the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court will preside? It is necessary to say that the Senate President shall decide during all the time. Presiding Officer, Mr. Davide, Mr. Presiding Officer, I precisely presented this because we had a distinction when it comes to the Chief Justice Supreme Court. But with that clarification, that in all other cases, it should be the President of the Senate who shall preside, I withdraw my amendment. So it is but elementary, Mr. President, in statutory, especially construction of the Constitution, that the spirit as well as the letter is followed. The spirit of the Constitution is that it is the Senate President who will preside. This is not an ordinary statement, dictum, or it was not a capricious statement in the discussion. Precisely because the Senate President is elected by the majority. As an example, when Senator Pimentel did not like the vote and did not vote with the majority, he offered to resign. So the point, Mr. President, is this. Number one, institutional integrity. We need to protect the legitimacy of these proceedings. Even with the substitute presiding officer acts fairly, a conviction or acquittal reached under constitutionally defective process would invite judicial challenge and cast doubt on the validity of the entire trial. Do we want to go 30 weeks? If we follow the number of days submitted in the pre-trial, 62 and 30, and 3 days every week, so 30 weeks yon. Then after the 30 weeks, we'll end up in the Supreme Court kasi kuni-question natin kung tama ba kung sinong nag-preside. Why is it important? Why can't any of the 24 preside? Remember, under our very rules, hindi ko nababasahin para mas umikli. In our very rules, the presiding officer can decide on the spot, or he can throw it to the body, or he can call a caucus or whatever you call it, to be able to decide. And we experienced that during the Corona trial. And that's one reason why everyone acclaimed the late Senate President Enrile, not only because of how he carried it himself, but how the consensus and how he carried it with the minority. Secondly, jurisdiction and regularity. The Senate's jurisdiction over an impeachment trial is constitutional. The exercise of jurisdiction must conform to the Constitution. And the Senate's validity adopted impeachment rules. We cannot say we're following the Constitution, then we will not follow the Constitution. If the Constitution and its framers prescribe who shall preside, Who are we to change the Constitution here today? We cannot enlarge or diminish the Constitution arrangement through internal rules or through ad hoc resolution. Lastly, due process. Kailangan malinaw po sa lahat ng partido, both to the prosecution and the defense, kung ano yung korte, kung ano ang two-thirds, kung ano ang charges, kung sino magpre-preside. So kung now during the first day we're going to change who's going to preside and it's against the Constitution, what more changes are we going to do in the next few days? Ano ang limit ng pwede natin palitan sa Constitution at hindi? The authority must come from the Constitution or the governing law, not from the vote
Kasi sanay na sanay po sila mga kababayan sa bend the law eh. No? Kaya yan, binebend na naman po nila yung law.
of a tribunal. A litigant is entitled to have the case heard by the decision maker, designation by law. The law cannot say that ang mag-hear kay Senator Marcoleta ay Sandigan Bayan, tapos sa Court of Appeals natin siya dadalhin. Hindi pwedeng sabihin sa RTC dapat i-hearing si Juan de la Cruz, tapos sa Sandigan Bayan natin dadalhin. Hindi pwedeng sabihin tatlo sila sa CA, pero in this case, nagbotohan kami, isa lang kaming mag-hearing. Proceedings before a judge or hearing officer who lacks the legal authority are invalid regardless of fairness of the proceedings. A judgment rendered by court without jurisdiction is null and void and may be attacked anytime. It creates no right and produces no effect. It remains basic fact that in law, the choice of the proper forum is crucial, as the decision of a court or tribunal without jurisdiction is a total nullity. A void judgment for want of jurisdiction is no judgment at all. All performed pursuant to it and claims emanating from it have no legal effect. Tan versus Cinco, GR number 213054, June 15, 2016.
Ayan mga kababayan, no? Ayan po yung mga impormasyon na dapat natin malaman, no? Mga kababayan. So, kayo, pabor po ba kayo mga kababayan dito po sa ginagawa nila? Ginawa na nga nila, no? Pinalitan na po nila yung presiding officer. Dapat kasi si Sherwin Gatchalian, Senate President, pero ngayon si Escudero na mga kababayan. Ang nakikita ko pong dahilan diyan mga karabin natin dahil abogado po, no? Si Senator Chis, etong si Gatchalian ay hindi. Bakit hindi na lang si Soto? Hindi rin po kasi abogado mga kababayan, no? Yung abogado po ang dapat na mag-preside mga karabin natin kasi may alam, no, sa proseso at sa batas. So, ayan mga kababayan, ano po ang inyong masasabi dyan? Just comment down below at syempre huwag mong kalimutang i-like ang video ito. Malaking tulong po yan. Maraming salamat po.